Welcome back to the National Tennis Centre, the home of our top British tennis talents. Coming up this month, we catch up with British men's #1 Jack Draper to hear all about his year so far.
And the work that I'm doing and the team I've got around me, I really believe that I can be one of those top players in the world.
Dahnon Ward chats about what he's most looking forward to at the Paralympics.
No comment.
Can Ryan Peniston get to the top of the leaderboard in the bucket list challenge? And we get to know the real Jodie Burrage.
I'm not going to pick one, I'm going to pick two. Freya Christie and Katie Bolter.
Welcome to our on-court studio here at the National Tennis Centre. It has been an incredible grass court season for you, hasn't it? Let's rewind to the very beginning of it, where you lifted your first trophy in Stuttgart. So what impact did that have on your sort of mindset going forward?
Yeah, a lot. Before Stuttgart, I'd had quite a lot of tough matches. I'd been playing a lot, but I'd been playing a lot of top players early on in the draw, so I wasn't able to come through them. And then I kind of, after the French Open, I knew I was in a better place than my results was telling me. And yeah, just kept on with what I was doing. Obviously went to Stuttgart and I played 5 really great matches against great players to sort of come through. And I think, winning the title there meant the world to me, gave me a lot of confidence. It was something where I'd made the final twice before of a 250 and I hadn't quite gotten over the line on the tour aspect. So just gave me so much more confidence, and I feel a lot calmer because of the winning tournament.
So then you went straight on to Queen's, not that much time to recover, but in the second round, best win of your career against Carlos Alcaraz. So have you had a bit of time to reflect on that victory?
Yeah, I think it was like just a really busy 10 days, obviously coming off my first title and then sort of catching the flight, with all the emotions of winning there, and the next day was straight into training and then match the next day, and then obviously playing Carlos, there was a bit of attention on that match, and I played him twice before. Once was really close, and then the other time I was a bit injured, so I wasn't able to really see. But obviously, he's a young guy, he's an amazing talent, so good for the sport, and to go up against him at Queen's, home crowd, home environment, was unbelievable. It was obviously his first tournament on grass after winning the French, so you've got to keep that in mind, that it is a grass court as well. But it was an amazing experience, and I thought I played a good match, and obviously went on to win Wimbledon, so fair play to him.
So as a result of all of that grass court success, you now have a new number next to your name, British #1. I know that's been something that you've been working towards for a really long time. How does it feel to finally be in that position?
Yeah, I didn't really think about it actually until it happened. My coach told me I was going to be British #1, I think, after Cam lost 1 week. And, my goal was obviously to be a top player. I didn't know if that was going to be British #1. If there was someone ahead of me, then fair enough. But my goal was to always be, top 20, top 10 player in the world. And, if British #1 came with that, that's something that's, obviously a huge privilege and a big honour for any British player. So, very, very happy to be in this position, and hopefully I can keep it that way.
And it was a ranking spot that was held by Andy Murray for much of your junior career. And I saw after your Wimbledon exit, you stayed on to honour him, which I thought was, very special. How much has he impacted your career?
Yeah, so much. It started off when I was younger, watching Andy, win Wimbledon, win the Olympics. He lost in the final against Federer in 2012. I was there to watch all those matches and kind of live his career when I was younger as it was happening for him. He's someone who's inspired me and so many others, massive amounts. I wouldn't be playing if it wasn't for Andy, honestly. And then obviously getting to know him as the person he is when he's been injured at the NTC. He's incredibly genuine, funny, and just a real character. So mix that with being an incredible champion. The guy's just, he's a legend, really. So I think I owe him a lot, but hopefully after he finishes his career, he'll still be around to help out a lot.
So ticking off goals for fun at the moment, British #1, first ATP title. What's next in your goal list?
I want to be a top 20 player. I think currently I'm 26 in the world. I'd like to get to the top 20, and then I think from there, honestly, I have so much belief in myself and the work that I'm doing and the team I've got around me. I really believe that I can be one of those top players in the world, competing for big titles. So that's what I'm going for.
Something that I know means a lot to you is representing your country at the Davis Cup. Leon wants you back in the team for Manchester. What are your memories from your debut appearance at the Davis Cup?
Yeah, I mean, it was such a special experience. You know, I don't think many players can say their first match was in a home environment with 13,000 people watching and cheering you on. You know, it's kind of really befitting for me, and I was just overcome with emotion, like happy to have that experience. The Davis Cup's always been something with huge history. Obviously, we won it back in 2015, I think, with Andy. So to be in that team with him, Dan, Cam, and obviously Neil was just, yeah, it was an incredible experience.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Pippa.
And yeah, best of luck in your future endeavours.
Thank you so much.
Singles or doubles?
Singles.
Baguette or croissant?
Croissant.
Swimming or cycling?
Swimming. Can't cycle.
Track or field?
Track.
Alfie Hewitt or Gordon Reed?
No comment.
Eiffel Tower or Arc de Triomphe?
Eiffel Tower, it's gotta be.
Roland Garros or Wimbledon?
Wimbledon. Easy.
Gold medal or Wimbledon Grand Slam title?
Gold medal, I think, yeah. Make sure you're watching the wheelchair tennis at the Paris Paralympic Games.
Forget Grand Slams and ranking points. This is the competition that really matters. Aiming to get their name as high up our bucket list as possible, players have 30 seconds to hit as many balls as they can into the bucket. They must stand on the spot, and if the ball bounces back out, it doesn't count.
3, 2, 1, go.
Come on.
Stop.
No! No!
All right, Ryan, congratulations, our third bucket challenge participant, and 2 balls in the bucket, which puts you middle of the pack, joint second. Thoughts?
I'll take it. I mean, there's only 3 of us so far, but I'll take second.
It is also joint last.
You'd have to say that.
All right, well, thank you for taking part.
No worries.
All right, Jodie, quick fire questions. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, what was the first gig that you went to?
I think Jason Derulo.
If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Purely because I'm obsessed with making it right now, but like there's like a chicken and chorizo orzo kind of dish that I'm doing, so that, because I'm having it every single day right now.
Go-to series to watch on a long flight?
I love the Vampire Diaries.
Cannot go wrong.
Yeah, you can't. I'm glad you said that. Yeah.
What's your favourite podcast?
I actually don't really listen to them. The only one I've listened to is like the Peter Crouch one with Ben. He's made me listen, so that's that one.
A film that makes you laugh?
What's the new one the other day? It's like the rom-com. It's got Sweeney in it. Anyway, that movie, I can't remember what it is. Unbelievable. Like you've got the romance, but the comedy is funny.
Which player did you most admire growing up?
Andy Murray would probably be that person for what he did for British tennis and women's tennis.
Introvert or extrovert?
I'd say more of an extrovert.
Which music artist are you obsessed with right now?
Morgan Wallen, the country singer.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a bit different.
Love my country.
Your favourite thing about being a tennis player?
The travel. I love going to different places and I love where my job takes me and I love being in the sun.
Which British player are you closest mates with?
I'm not going to pick one, I'm going to pick 2. Freya Christie and Katie Bolter. We come as a 3.
Your first tennis memory?
My first tennis memories, I would say, actually is at Wimbledon. When I was about 9, 10 years old, I did like a middle Saturday kind of playing on the courts thing. I can't even remember why, but I've got photos, and I remember going with my parents, and yeah, I was like 10, 11, so that's where it started.
Oh, was it the Robinsons thing?
Maybe something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, your favourite lesson at school?
I mean, PE was one of my favourite lessons at school, but also geography because I love my geography teacher.
Last book you read?
Colin Hoover. It Starts With Us.
Good book.
Yeah.
Your favourite sport that isn't tennis?
Probably should say rugby.
I was going to say, you're in trouble
Yeah,
if you don't say rugby.
I don't say rugby.
Okay, any nicknames?
Jodes, J Buzzer.
Jay Buzzer?
I know.
Explain that one.
Oh, that was just one when we were really young. I was creating an email and all of my brothers are buzzers, so yeah, I know. That's where that came from.
What's your go-to party trick?
Well, I would say the worm, but I'm not going to prove it to you because of my wrist.
Oh,
so
that was going to be my
let's just leave it
follow-up.
at that.
So which player on tour would you most want to cook you dinner?
I think I'd probably want to have dinner with Coco Gauff. One, I feel like she's good at everything, so I feel like she would be good at cooking, but two, it'd just be, I think, unbelievable to chat to her in that sense. I feel like she's so grown up, so young, got so many different things going on. Just love to have more of a conversation.
Favourite surface to play on?
Grass.
Favourite tournament?
Wimbledon.
Dream doubles partner?
Oh. Okay, mixed Andy, which I actually did at Battle of the Brits, which was unbelievable. And then women's doubles, maybe like Anna Ivanovic or something. I always loved her, watching her grow up. So yeah, I think I'd love to play with her.
Who do you WhatsApp the most?
Bolts and Freya in our WhatsApp group.
Read
Probably
receipts.
should say Ben, but no, girls.
Read receipts on or off?
On.
And if you weren't a tennis player, what would you be?
I would want to say something like a psychologist, but criminal psychology or something like that. I did it for A-level. I did psychology as an A-level, and when I thought I was going to university, that's what I was going to do. So something like that, or a lawyer, but yeah.
So post-tennis career in criminal psychology?
Yeah, that involves going back to school, but probably won't do that.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that is all we've got time for today, but make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes.